BBC podcast coming in engorged, ready to drop hella entertainment right now.
Well, also, too, last episode was demonetized.
Oh, it was?
Fuck. Oh, I know you can't say that, Croc. We can't cuss for the next 10 minutes.
Okay.
No, 20 minutes.
Damn.
In fact, 10, 15 minutes, right?
Okay.
We can't cuss for the next 10, 15 minutes.
I'll watch myself for sure.
We were demonetized. Now, it could be, though, because the first 2 episodes, we cussed a lot. Didn't we?
I felt like it.
And they didn't get demonetized. I wonder why.
Interesting.
I wonder why.
Is this some kind of discrimination, perhaps?
Hey, man, once we start speaking about free speech and once we start speaking about the real stuff with Andrew Tate and banning and, and politicking and tyranny,
yeah,
they start banning, man. What's going on, man?
Dude, that's crazy. That is, I thought I was about to curse right there. I had to catch myself. It's funny because I heard a long time ago that there were actually algorithms that YouTube has in place to like pick up keywords and monitor what's going down on their platform. So I feel like, did we trigger some sort of red flag, Tate, this, that,
now,
they just striked us?
I'm not too concerned right now, but my only concern is this going to be our future? Like, is this going to be how we, is this going to be what happens moving forward? Is YouTube and other platforms going to just demonetize us for talking that ish?
It's scary.
Do you think we're already spitting the truth to the point where they're looking?
I think right now we talked about very heavily trended topics. I don't think we've gotten too far. We could vanilla up it a little bit. We could soften the message a little bit.
Vanilla up it.
Yeah, we can make it more vanilla. We can soften the message so that we're still here, because I'm sure you guys wouldn't want us gone. You know what I mean? That's what's looking like is happening all over the platform.
Nah, I don't think we got to worry about nothing.
Okay.
Until possibly we get demonetized again. If we get demonetized again for a second time, that's when I maybe got to worry about it.
Okay.
Because the first demonetization is cool. Now, I don't know how they watched the entire hour and 30-minute podcast and figured out, it wasn't, I guess, ad-friendly. But, we'll do better this one, man. We'll
try.
First off, Croc, I learned that Croc went to jail. Croc went to jail.
Bro.
Croc, what's going on, man? Speak on it, man.
I got locked up, man. And it was bad, man. I got picked up on a warrant. I could go through the whole story if you want, but
yeah, speak on exactly how did you get locked up? How did they find you? Did you do the dash? What happened, man?
Half of me wished I would have just done the dash out of that car on that fateful night. But I'm sitting on my block, bro.
Wait, sorry. No, speak.
I'm sitting on my block, and unbeknownst to me, some bitch-ass nigga.
Oh, come on, Croc.
I forgot. Sorry.
We're not even 5 minutes into it, man. Hey, listen.
This is going to be hard.
Listen.
All right, this is going to be hard.
Come on, man. All right. Go ahead, Croc.
I'm sitting on my block, minding my own business. I'm doing nothing, basically.
Yes.
And one of the newer neighbors.
Karen or male Karen?
A male Karen.
So Kenneth.
A Kenneth.
Kenneth, okay.
That type of individual, keyword gentrification, if you know what I mean. He picks up his phone and he calls the cops on me. Suspicious male is in front of my house or whatever.
Okay.
Mind you, this is my neighborhood. I've been living in this place for 13 plus years.
Yes.
It's like 3 a.m. in the morning. He calls the cops.
13 plus years, so your mama lives there?
Yeah.
In Culver City?
No.
Okay, not Culver City.
So basically, they pull up on me, and we go back and forth a little bit. I'm like, what's going on? Eventually, I hand him my ID, and there's a warrant on my record or whatever. So they haul me in. At this point, I'm already like flabbergasted. I'm like, someone actually called the police on me in my lovely home that I've been a great community member all these fucking years. Oh man, all these years.
You've been an outstanding civilian.
An outstanding guy all these years, and that happened, right? And so I've got a flight the next day to go film something with Danny.
In Oakland.
This interrupts the entire thing. And so...
How'd you get out? So how long did you spend in jail?
Long story short, I spent probably 48 hours.
Woo! 48 hours?
48 hours. But get this.
So you got arrested on the weekend?
I got arrested Thursday morning.
So why'd you spend 48 hours?
Because...
Bill?
I'll get to that.
Okay.
I actually was released by the court. So the judge herself ordered me to be released at 4 p.m. on Thursday. But I come to find out the police officers who booked me in, they put that I wanted to self-delete in Minecraft.
Wow.
And this is against my wishes. I literally at a certain point said, no, I don't want to do that, and yet they still put that I wanted to do that on the police report.
Did you ever tell them that?
Yes. I told them.
No, I'm saying, did you ever tell them you wanted to self-delete?
No, I did not. My estimation, looking back, is I was a little bit confrontative with the officers when I was being booked in, and I think because they didn't like the way I was answering the questions, they just decided it was a yes. You know what I mean? Okay. And it's funny because at another time, another officer actually came to redo it. Like he was redoing that analysis, and he asked me again. I said no. What did this officer do? He went back to his buddy and asked him, should I put yes or no? His buddy said yes. This is 5 feet from me.
Yeah.
I'm hearing this across the glass. And the other officer clearly heard me say no. And so come to find out, the intent behind that action that they took was that after the judge released me, because it's no big deal, come back to court next month, you good, brother. The intent was that legally the sheriffs can't release me until I'm psychologically evaluated once you say that you want to delete yourself in Minecraft. So this process took something where I would have been out at 4 p.m. on Thursday, still been able to catch my flight, and forced me to stay there all the way for the next 48 hours.
Until Saturday?
Until Saturday. And they booked me all the way downtown to Twin Towers.
Wow.
And that's when the real nightmare actually started.
Wait, so what's the nightmare? Speak on it, man.
The conditions at Los Angeles County Jail.
Yeah.
And I'm incredibly serious right now.
Oh wow.
It's a crisis. And I honestly didn't used to take this seriously. I used to think, law enforcement is doing what's good for people, and you guys are just crybabies, and Black Lives Matter is BS and all this stuff. Until I experienced.
So now that you're a convict, you now understand what convicts feels like.
I get it now,
Croc,
bro.
be real, Croc.
Yeah.
Did anybody put a honey bun on your bed when you got there?
No. I didn't even get a bed.
Did anybody try to take that booty when you got there?
They wouldn't dare try. They wouldn't dare. Like, people don't really get it, bro.
Hey, Croc.
You must not know me. Like, a lot of you must not know me. I don't know about this audience, but from what I've seen in the comments and other videos, y'all really don't know me. But it is what it is.
Hey, Croc, I heard, though, that L.A. County Jail is political. Like, there's a lot of, colorful bandanas going on.
Mad political.
In it.
Mad political.
So where did you get housed?
I never ended up getting housed. This is one of the key issues, actually, is right now there's an overpopulation problem in Los Angeles County. There are people waiting 10 to 14 days to get a bed.
Wow.
To even get a bed. Normally, this is supposed to happen within 6 hours, 7 hours.
Yeah.
So you have overcrowded cells. You have ridiculous amounts of people stanking, homeless, dirty, shoulder to shoulder.
Man.
In a ridiculous sense. I mean, at one point, and this is after I had already been, so once I realized, they're taking me downtown.
Yeah.
You go in, they tag you, they weigh you, they move you down these surveyor lines.
Yeah.
And it's shower time. This is after I've moved from 3 or 4 different cells as they're identifying you and putting you into groups or whatever.
Be real, Croc. When it was shower time, was you ever afraid that your BBC might tempt some curious inmates, that they might come for the BBC?
Nah, man, but I honestly did feel a little bad for how that persuasion of inmate was treated, bro, because I saw some sus inmates, if you know what I mean, and they did not get treated well, bro.
Wait, so
the
what you
streets
mean?
are not kind to people of that persuasion.
Wait, break it down. So a sus inmate.
Yes.
First off, how did they know?
Homosexual.
No, he was sus.
Okay, sus.
But how did they know he was sus? Like he just acted
How
sus?
did they know he was sus?
Yeah, he just acted sus.
Yeah, you could just look at him. You could just tell the way he's walking, the way he's talking, the way his hair is, the way his face is.
Wait, so if you didn't have a bed, where were you housed?
In cells with metal benches.
Okay, like
People
no blankets.
No blankets, bro. No blankets. People were sleeping on the ground.
Oh man, how many of you guys were in that cell?
It varied. So from the cells before we got to the showers and we got our uniforms, I would maybe 25 people. They were pretty small. So 25 people was like tight. You know, like I would say maybe 15 to 25 people, but this is small cells. These are individual cells they move you through the facility in. And when we eventually get to the showers, now we're in like a 50-man group and we're doing like a major group shower. So these are communal men's showers and it houses about 50 people, right? We get into this shower, we're thinking it's hunky-dory, scrubbing up, we're about to get out. Little did we know, 10 hours later, we would still be in that shower, bro.
Really?
Yes. They locked us in the showers for 10 hours.
Why?
No food. I've yet to know. I assume the overpopulation problem might have something to do with it. They didn't have no space for us. I don't know. But the fact remains they left us in the men's shower for 10 hours. No food, no water, no toilets, nowhere to pee or poo.
That's crazy.
It was absolutely savage.
Were y'all still
You have
naked?
grown men. No, we weren't. We had towels and we had our clothes to switch into.
Damn.
So we're in these prison uniforms in a dirty, musty, gross, hepatitis-filled, AIDS-filled probably, shower. And it gets to the point where near the entire amount of people that were there were sleeping on the ground, bro. I never slept on the ground. But like most of the inmates were laying their bare heads on the floor, musty. It's really something you got to see to fully understand. But it was despicable.
Wow. So jail done turned Croc woke,
bro.
Jail turned Croc woke.
Listen, I'm a free thinker, bro. So I'm gonna look at the evidence, and that's where my ideas are gonna flow from. I'm not an ideologue. I'm my own man. I'm a free thinker.
Be real, Croc. After you've seen how the Blue Lives Matter treated you, did you ever think, okay, bro, yeah, it's time to join this BLM?
Yeah, I was thinking we need a revolution, bro. We need a revolution, straight up.
This man went in jail as a Trump fanatic, got out, now he's a BLM fascist.
Dude.
Now he's a George Soros plant.
Dude, the ACLU they actually sent a journalist there. Wow. And at least the part of the facility where I was, she could only stay there for about 5 minutes. And this is no camera. She just had a notebook. She could only stay there for about 5 minutes because the smell was so rancid. I'm talking about pee.
Oh, man.
Absolutely disgusting conditions.
Wow.
And hopefully they make some kind of article or report comes out about this because it's an abomination, bro. That just blew my mind.
Did you make any jail friends?
Yeah, I was generally cool with people. You know, I roll with my race. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. So you pick sides. You was rolling with the blacks.
You gotta roll with your race. Man. See, that's how I know Flacco's never been in nothing. Because if you really been to jail or did any kind of time, you know if when stuff goes down, you gotta pick a side.
But there are some dark Dominicans.
Politics are heavy.
There are some dark-skinned Dominicans. So how do they not know I'm not Spanish?
Well, they got a choice. Like one of my homies I was rolling with, he's from the Crips. He's a Crip. He was a Blexican. So he's a black Mexican, but he rolled with the blacks because he looks like way more black. But his mother is still Mexican. So it depends on you and who you choose.
I'll be real. If this is LA County, I'm probably rolling with the Mexicans, man. LA, oh, come on, man.
Well, they got more numbers or what?
Don't they outnumber the blacks like 5-1?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have an advantage. But honestly, I don't think you'd be accepted, bro. And like you probably get packed out for that.
That's a brave heart right there, man. He could have went to the sides with the numbers, and he chose to roll with his race. Now, who was one friend that you made that you could consider or even fathom you guys being cool outside of jail?
I met this one dude from New York. Shout out Mozzie. I met Mozzie's little homie. He seemed pretty cool.
Mozzie's little homie? How'd you figure out it was Mozzie's little homie?
Because they were talking about it.
What's his name?
The other homie told me about it. It's like BMOU something. I mean, I wasn't patty caking.
Wait,
with
BMOU?
Niggas, like, I wasn't patty caking with niggas. I was minding my business. And here was the annoying part about it for me is the entire time I was downtown, I'm thinking I'm getting out in 2 hours. It's an hour away, 2 hours away. They're going to come grab me out of my cell because I've already been released.
Wow.
Bro, before they brought me there, I'd already been released. It was just this loophole because of that officer who put what he put down that I had to be evaluated, right? So the whole time I'm kind of on edge. I'm like, yo, I'm about to leave. It's no big deal or whatever. But it did kind of refresh my mind and show me how the whole political thing is. Like, you're always talking about black empowerment and how you.
Shit.
I mean, you know a lot about the whole.
Shit, listen, man. Black empowerment, listen up, man. Shit. Hey, listen, I'm for all empowerment, right? Meaning, like, I'm for the enlightenment, empowerment, illumination of all minds. You feel me?
All people. I respect that.
Right. Now, who was your first jail call? Your mom.
Yeah, my mother. I'm not going to lie.
Your first call was to your mom. Why?
Yeah, because I had to get a message out to my brother.
And what was that message?
A private message.
Like, come and get me?
Nah, yeah, it was a private message, but yeah.
Like if I don't make it, you can have my Reebok. Is that what it was, man? Something dramatic like that? If I don't make it, you can have my car, man.
Nah,
Be well.
Nah.
I'm going to war.
Yeah, no, but like speaking on that, it's funny because I saw like a couple guys get packed out for running their mouth.
Like beat up?
Yeah, beat up.
Like running their mouths how? Gossiping or just talking trash to people?
Nah, like for example, it was a situation going down and it's something called lockdown. When it's lockdown or they're about to lock down, they segregate the races because it's like they want to minimize any potential things that could go down. And so something had happened with one of the homies, and the sheriffs called the lockdown. They're like, go with your races. And this one black individual was like shouting out the mouth, going on and on about how he didn't get his medication or this, that, and the other. And it was obvious at this time that the gang are angry and focused on something else. And they're trying to talk to the officers, and he's distracting them.
Yeah.
And so they say something to him like, shut the fuck up. And unfortunately, he decided to respond angrily to that with something else. I forgot what he said, but he responded to that in a kind of like a neutral or disrespectful way. Boom. 2 seconds later, he got snuck from the back. 4 or 5 niggas jumping on him like a fucking trampoline.
Beat him up.
They beat him up.
Well, listen.
And I'm sure we can edit out all the bad words because
No.
control. It's so hard.
You're good now since it's 19 minutes.
Nice.
Right? Man, you listen. Me personally, I'll be real with y'all, man. Jail probably ain't for me. In those environments, I'm probably selling out. Right?
You're selling out.
Bro, again, you're probably not used to hanging around certain type of, ninjas, right? But ninjas are the biggest sellouts. Trust me. If every ninja who you was housed with, if they had the opportunity to choose to go to the side that would side with the numbers, they're leaving behind every one of you black ninjas and going to, the brown, Mexicans or essays, right? Trust me. Again, that's just how it is, man. But listen, Croc, I'm glad you can get your booty hole taken. You feel me?
Yeah, that would never happen. I was good. I was solid the whole time. In fact,
I'm glad them boys ain't even tried to get your booty hole.
I kind of want to tell you about one of my conquests.
Okay,
while I was there.
What was the conquest?
So somebody, this one nigga, right? He was a wood.
A wood? What's a wood?
A wood is a white person.
Okay, a white person. Okay.
They came in and he took my seat. Everybody
I'm kind
knew.
of concerned though that like you now are proficient in all the jail terms.
I've been proficient, bro. People just don't understand. Like I'm
a convict,
different kind of individual. It's not that I'm a convict. It's that I'm eclectic, diverse, and unique.
Yo.
I'm not like the others. You know what I mean? Like some people really think there's no way you can be an upstanding black gentleman and also be really like that from the streets. But actually you can. You can if you stand on what you say and you stand on what you do like I do, I am whoever the fuck I want to be. And you can't put me in a box.
What block are you from, Croc?
I don't want to speak on it.
What quote-unquote streets?
No, but to go back.
Blood, Croc?
No. I don't even want to talk about it. But
you out here banging what, Croc? All right, man. To go back to how you pummeled a white boy.
No, I didn't punk him or anything. And honestly, I'm not trying to brag, but he took my seat. And so I roll up on him, and I'm like, hey, that's my seat. And I had a PB&J on that seat. PB&J. Peanut butter jelly sandwiches. Anybody knows you go to county, that's what you get. You get a gang of those. So I would always use that as like a placeholder for my seat.
Okay.
Nope, it's taken, buddy.
It's PB&J.
This dude had the audacity to reach onto that chair, grab the PB&J, put it in his pocket, and then sit down. Not today.
He tried to.
I roll up on his ass.
The PB&J smuggler almost got you.
He almost got me, but I couldn't let it pass. I'm like, hey, that's my seat. And I had a PB&J on that seat. He looks at me for a couple seconds. Up and down, kind of size me.
Condescending.
Sorry, man. I didn't even know. Hands me the PB&J. Skedaddles. Just like that. Because King Croc, BBC.
But Croc, I don't think that's an accomplishment, though. He's a white boy.
Nah, bro.
How big was he?
He's probably my height.
He was your height?
Yeah.
Around what size?
Maybe a little bit smaller than me, a little bit, maybe 30 pounds less or something.
All right.
Hey, he wasn't he wasn't like no, he was serious.
All right, then that's a decent accomplishment.
And after that, no one ever took my seat again. And in fact, one of the homies, he was like my personal seat attendant. Like,
so you was a kingpin in prison.
Nah, I'm not gonna.
So you was a kingpin.
I wasn't no kingpin.
You was out there running the Los Angeles County jails. Is that what I'm hearing, Croc?
Nah, but I kept it solid, bro. I kept it 100.
That sounds like a kingpin. You had dudes holding your seat. Come on, Croc. Be real, Croc.
That's 100% what happened. I'm not even capping.
Be real, though, Croc. You ran them jails.
I could have.
Nah. You could have ran the Los Angeles County jails. Is that what you're telling me, Croc?
Nah, I'm not gonna cap on myself. I don't lie on myself. So no, I'm just saying I kept it solid, bro. And like,
yeah.
I definitely. It was an interesting experience, man.
Speaking of jail,
yeah,
Young Pharaoh.
Ooh, what happened to Young Pharaoh?
Did you see my interview with Young Pharaoh?
I've been meaning to see it. I haven't seen it yet.
You see, man, it dropped Sunday.
I was locked up.
No, you got out on Saturday.
All right.
It dropped on Sunday.
Yeah.
So the interview with Young Pharaoh. So he started off telling a story about how he went to jail, how he got framed to go to jail. The story lasted about 40 minutes or so. And then we got into the good stuff, right?
Okay.
Now, the two things that was, the one thing that was kind of, two things. Mm-hmm. One thing, and he said that George Floyd's, I guess, murder or execution or whatever people want to call it, was a psych op, right? Was a psychological operation.
A psyop. Wow.
And he also said that Trayvon Martin was also a psyop.
Pretty based take.
Based? So you think there's any shred of credibility from that?
I mean, there's a little credibility to that.
Like what?
I mean, have you heard the developments on the Zimmerman case?
No.
The edited phone calls, the audio that the nation heard was edited. Complete BS.
It was edited.
It was edited.
Now, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Now, but I still wouldn't go as a psych op, right? Because, psych ops are not accidents. Like, psych ops mean, this is a strategic, planned out event.
Intentional.
Yeah, to spread an agenda.
Right.
I don't think that Trayvon Martin dying was a planned thing. I don't think that his encounter with George Zimmerman was a planned thing.
Okay.
Right? You know, even with the court case, again, people can say the court case was kind of sketchy, right? With the girlfriend not even being his girlfriend, the apparent edited phone call. But to go to say this was a planned thing, this where I believe like the quote unquote base community, like this where we lose some credibility, right? Because guys like Alex Jones, he started off kind of on point. He started off, you know, as a quote-unquote free thinker. He started off as somebody who was going against the elites. Mm-hmm. He even exposed certain things like the New World Order, Epstein, and then he just went off on a deep end. So why did you say that was somewhat based?
Reason I said it was somewhat based is because I look at things from a macro level. What did these events become used for? What was the effect of these events? Hundreds of millions of dollars worth of property, destruction, hundreds of lives taken. And I'm referring to the riots that happened in 2020, I'm pretty sure 2021, 2019. All the people that lost their livelihoods, the small businesses that were demolished and eviscerated by the madness of the crowds. A lot of the surrounding infrastructure that allowed that to happen, for example, George Soros funded DAs, which would capture these guys, let them ride out the same night. It almost felt like it was accomplishing a greater goal. Let's inflame the people. Let's piss them off and utilize that community anger for our own ends. Manipulate the unaware masses to do our own bidding. You know what I mean? And do you not see a little truth to how they try to stoke the flames of outrage, especially in the last 4 years?
I guess my question is, so where is the psyop? Meaning, what's the purpose of it?
A psyop is a psychological operation. Yeah. It is intended to influence the way you think. Yeah. There's many different types of psychological operations in psyops.
Right, but...
So that falls into the category of psyop.
Right, but for me, there's always a why.
Sure.
Meaning, if you're saying this was done to influence people to riot and burn things down, why?
Because you need division. You need a weaker America. You need communism to take over America. You need, for example, if I'm the CCP, I'm loving it. If I'm Russia, I'm loving it. So what came out last year? The Russian government got exposed for funding woke research and woke marketing in America that they are against in their own countries. Same thing with the CCP. They're funding all these they're funding that ideological side, right?
Yeah.
For our country, but domestically it's not allowed. It's banned. Why? Because it's meant to weaken our country. And you say why? That's the why. The why is psychological warfare, the info war.
Now, would the psych op begin, though, before, like, for example, was the psych op started after the death, meaning the George Floyd death was completely unplanned, and then after it happened, they said, okay, we got another Negro who just died. Let's go ahead and get something rolling. Let's go ahead and put out these, propaganda, plaster it on every news site, and get the people outraged. So the psych op could start from something that's completely accidental, and then after George Floyd's death, now it's being used as a psych op.
Absolutely. I'm not trying to say that they went and did the murder in any of these cases. What I'm saying is they see an opportunity for influence. It's an influence operation. This is the same reason why you have certain events that happen where all the details are not known yet, and they begin this machine. They start running the propaganda machine. Another black person murdered. And then they find out, oh, it was a Hispanic. Oh, it was a white person. It's someone inconvenient, and guess what? It disappears from the media. It disappears from the narrative, proving exactly what I'm saying, which is these things become operations when they're convenient. So
Yo.
I'm not saying that, they're out here purposefully murdering. I'm not saying that. That's extreme.
That's wild. And that'll be some Alex Jones take. Like Alex Jones will start off at point A, and it'll be some base stuff, some like real stuff. And then he would just go into the deep end like this. Fast. Super fast. Now, my take regarding that, man, first off, I don't know why, like, white folks do not engage in some of this privilege. Like, some of this, like, victim privilege. Bro, if a white person gets killed, man, come on, man. What, bruh? If I was the caucus community, bro, I'm marching. Like, I'm grabbing my mayonnaise, my marching boots, you feel me, bro? And I'm marching and singing what? Oppressor hymns. You feel me, right?
Yeah.
I'm marching, bro. I'm singing it all. Right? I'm singing, listen,
Yo, what would be some white oppressor hymns? We should think of some white oppressor.
Anything that involves Eric Church, right? That's some oppressor hymns,
Okay.
Green Day, country. Yeah. All country music is being used.
You said Green Day?
I'm telling you, bro, all country and punk music is being used at the White Lives Matter protest.
Okay.
Come on, though. But think about it, though.
Yeah. Well, yeah, go ahead.
No, but think about it. Like, why aren't white people doing this?
Dude, I think they kind of are in a certain.
No, I ain't never seen no. Listen, I seen All Lives Matter protests. I ain't seen no White Lives Matter protests yet. There'll be some wild stuff.
It's under a different name.
What?
They them protests.
Oh,
non-binary protests. This is some real shit. This is how if you're a cis white male in this time, how do you become a victim? How do you get some points?
They them, right?
They them. You go they them on them niggas.
That's an interesting take. So first off, but wouldn't like the people who are on that side, wouldn't they be, I guess, like the enemies or anti anything White Lives Matter? Because those people are usually like the cucks who are out here marching for Black Lives Matter, even though they're white.
True. Yeah, I guess in the sense, by white I meant just the skin color. But if we're talking about the actual, the ideological population that's not with the left, yeah, they really have they don't have nothing to lean back on. You know what I mean?
If you're a white guy, trust me, bro. Listen, you are not getting laid by going to no BLM protest, yo. Like, stop the simping and pandering, bro. Like,
I know, huh?
Bro, it has to stop. First off, are you dumb? like, are you dumb? If there was a White Lives Matter protest, you think there'll be any Negroes there?
You know they're gonna say in the comments, we'd be there. We'd be there.
We'd be there.
We'd be there. White Lives Matter.
Listen. I would judge anybody I would judge any Negro at a White Lives Matter thing, right? I would, again, vehemently say you cooning. Like, cooning. That is cooning.
Yeah.
That is outright cooning.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Yo, and like it's the same thing with the white folks at BLM protest.
Yeah.
Dog.
It's absurd. No, but then they cross the line. That's the worst part. They don't just go there and support. They will be the most aggressive, the most like, I'm really for
They're a different
this.
category though. Like those folks who were there, I don't even think they're there to pander. Like, they're just there to cause chaos, right? Like, like they're not the dudes who are there trying to get laid, right? Like trying to do like an Instagram photo op. They're not there for that. Like, they're here to cause utter chaos, right?
Absolutely.
Coming in black gloves, in masks, right? Committing chaos. So it looks like some Negroes did it.
Absolutely.
So it looks like some Negroes did it. They come, mind you, they wear black gloves, right?
Yeah.
They wear black gloves, black masks. Yo, come listen up, bro. I ain't never seen anybody in the history of Earth put on black gloves and a ski mask for anything righteous, bro.
It's a great point.
Come on.
That's a great point.
I ain't never seen anybody in the history of Earth wear a ski mask and black gloves for anything righteous. It don't happen. It don't happen at all.
Because why would you want to hide your face?
Come on, man.
Why would you want to hide your characteristics?
Especially if y'all feed me the nonsense of, yo, I'm using my white privilege to help, counter racism, right? If you're using your white privilege to counter racism, then shouldn't you be proud to show off that white face?
Yeah.
That good white skin? That beautiful, white skin, right? Like,
exactly.
Shouldn't you be using your white privilege instead of trying to conceal it and blend in with other niggas and try to make it seem like Negroes are the one who are causing chaos? Man, come on, man.
It's disgusting, man.
It's nonsense, man. But people like that brings me to this guy called H3H3.
L3.
Yo. Yo, that guy is a menace. Now, guys like H3H3, like for me they're beyond, they're beyond just naive, right? You see, a liberal to me, a liberal to me, okay. Somebody who's on the left is somebody who I believe is maybe naive, don't understand. In fact, yeah.
Default liberal.
Yeah.
Default.
Yeah, right. So a liberal, in that sense of the word, they're probably naive. Don't know no better.
Right.
Don't know no better, probably just giving what they think is right to say, is safe to say, pandering. Guys like H3H3, they're beyond that. They're beyond that, right?
What's some wild stuff he said? I don't really know that much about it. I know he's like kind of a cuck.
No, so one, he's tyrannical, right? So we need a new word for it. What's a word we can call them, man? What's a word we can call them? Lyrany? Oh, okay. Lyrenicals. Liberal. You all right? Lyrenicals, yeah. He's a Lyrenical. Lyrenicals like him, and here's the difference between a liberal and a Lyrenical. Liberal knows no better. He's just being fed information. He's doing what he thinks is right. He's regurgitating it, right? And he's for diversity, shared opinions, shared ideas, regurgitating talking points he heard.
Yeah.
But a Lyrenical is somebody like H3H3, Hassan. Evil, devious, diabolical. They know better. However, they done sold out to a point where they know better.
Yeah.
And they're now collecting a check to spread misinformation. They're now collecting a check to mislead people. They're now collecting a check to slander. They're now collecting a check to spread tyranny, to be anti-free speech, to go against everybody's liberty, life, and pursuit of happiness. H3H3 is evil. And like, I knew they were evil, bro.
Yeah.
When, first off, with the fresh and fit-ish, just going that far to slander somebody, right? Cool, but again, right? That's your ops, I understand. But bringing a girl on to try to insinuate that Myron assaulted her, that's foul. But
yeah, that was reaching, man.
Like, again, hey, that's your ops. Cool. That's your ops. And then, it went from him being utter, some sketchy to, he's a white savior. He's a condescending racist. When he reacted to Gideon talking about racism, talking about the most racist country in America, this white dude was now condescending, patronizing Gideon, right?
Absolutely.
All right, cool. And then I knew, okay, he was really evil when the issue of free speech happens, right? And here's why H3H3 isn't just like any other liberal. He was once based.
Yeah.
So he knows better.
He knows better.
He was once based.
And mind you, he can't pull the excuse, I was a little kid, this was before my brain developed. He was a grown man when he was making based content, and he was a free thinker, free speech advocate.
You listen.
How can you change that much when you're already an adult?
That quickly. And also, too, let's not give him no type of passes there, bro. He's on camera saying nigga, right?
Wow, he really is, huh?
Saying how aren't you more afraid of big black men than big white men? Asking his wife that. Saying how like when he was like walking into this room, it was like 5 black men there, and it was like a Godzilla scene, right? So again, very similar to Joe Rogan playing after
It's
apes
disgusting.
comments.
Racist.
Right.
Wow.
But he was once base. So now when I see him take the counter stances, now trying to say, yo, Andrew Tate should have gotten banned, F free speech, deplatform, yo, he's pushing for tyranny. He's condescending on black folks, thinking that he knows more than we do, right? That he can think for us, a la him with Gideon. Yo, he's evil.
That's how they all are.
He's evil.
It's really evil. And it's one of the most, for me, when I had my awakening, that was one of the most really hurtful parts of realizing liberal racism and realizing the hypocrisy of social justice as it's portrayed, is that these super liberal, super woke, super pussy niggas, they are so racist. They literally look down on black people. They see you as less than. I mean, video after video you can find on YouTube where you'll interview these white liberals and they think, we can't have black people using IDs to vote. How are they going to get their IDs?
Facts.
They're in troubled community. Their lives aren't easy like ours. They can't just go get a driver's license. Black people can't get driver's license? How are they driving? They don't go to banks. They don't live and breathe like a normal human being. It's because they don't look at black people as human beings. They look at them as either pets or, inconveniences, disgusting inconveniences. And that's why the situation with Gideon and H3 happened and other similar situations is because you have in their mind, this is a black person who is outside of the mental box that they put them in.
Of course.
They're not acting like their slave pet to tell how to live and what to think and what's right for them. They're thinking for themselves. And that is even more offensive. It's like, not only are you you don't understand that you were oppressed, but you're disagreeing with me and you're fucking black? Like,
of course. Yo.
Bro, it's infuriating, bro. I get triggered just thinking about it.
Bro.
I hate white liberals, man.
Bro, it's not, and this is why I always say, man, there's really only right or wrong side. True evil only lies on the side of the liberal. It really does. Like, think about it. Now, I can deal with the leopard. I can deal with the tiger, meaning I can deal with a nigga like Nick Fuentes, whatever, right? Who apparently he's a white nationalist, like Mexican, right? Like, he's white. He's a white supremacist, but he's Mexican.
Okay.
I can deal with him because he keep it a buck. Nick Fuentes will tell you, bro, listen, I'm all for eugenics. I'm for purizing America, getting rid of every other race, all the months, get rid of them. I'm all for that. He would tell you that to your face and stand by it.
Open and honest.
Open and honest. Like saying, yo, I voted for Trump because Trump reminded me of what the good old days were like. All right?
God damn.
Listen. But, yo, we respect that because that white boy keeping it a buck. He's saying, yo, like,
absolutely.
I ain't finna sugarcoat it. Now some other folks gonna sugarcoat it and say, he's honest. Oh, I love his policies. Oh, he's a strong leader. Come on, man, we know what it is, bro. Like, we know what it is. We know what it is, yo. Again, and even, some of us, we might support Trump for other reasons.
Yeah.
Right? Some Negroes might say, yo, the good old white man gave me $1,200, right? Niggas vote for Trump for giving them $1,200.
Sure.
Some niggas might be okay with that.
Right.
It's cool. But why I admire people like Nick Fuentes, the Proud Boys, et cetera, they're upfront with their BS. They're upfront with their white supremacy tactics. They're upfront with it. But a sheep coming to me, A fox is the liberal.
Yep.
The fox is the white liberal. They come to you in sheep's clothing.
Mm-hmm.
They come to you with deceptive tactics.
Yeah.
They come to you as if they're friends.
Right.
But their only agenda is to co-opt your movement.
Yep.
Take it over. Spread their agenda. Mm-hmm. Right? Use your pain as a minority or quote unquote oppressed group to move whatever agenda they got going on.
They're using you like a trading card game. I play black card. Boom.
Right.
Like that's the shit.
No, right.
Yeah.
And they think they're better than you, right?
100%.
They condescend. They're the true racist, right? It was even like worse, right? And here's why I cannot tolerate their racism, but I can probably tolerate the other side racism.
Okay.
Because their racism comes with a stimulus package. And their stimulus package is anti-freedom. They're anti-free speech, right? They're pro-tyranny. Mm-hmm. And the other side is telling us, listen, no holds bar. Let everything go. Let it be a battle of ideas. Let it be a battle of us just sharing ideas, battling wits, and keep it pushing. Mm-hmm. And that's the right. But the left, right? The Lorenicals, like H3 and them, they're not for just, a battle of ideas. As a matter of fact, no. Like, listen, they want an utter monopoly. Yeah. They want for their idea to be the only idea, bro. They don't want no discourse, no debate, not at all.
They don't want anyone to hear your ideas. They don't want anyone to know you exist. In fact, when they see a black person who thinks outside of the box, a black Republican, for example, a black libertarian, et cetera, they are angry. They don't want them to exist. It's like, you just fucked up my whole shit by existing. I wish you weren't here.
Super.
That's the reality. And sadly, there's an even blacker pill within that, which is a huge subset of that division of these Lyranicals, as you would say. A group where they don't even reveal their true motivations, which is communism, which is an ideology that they want to take over the system. And they will do anything and go to any lengths because they believe the end justifies the means. And that's where you'll find where they're so cynical to where they know they're lying, like Lasan, like L3L3.
Yeah.
They know they're racist, and they don't care.
Of course.
Because the end is installing this communist dictatorship where all their deepest fantasies will come true. And tons of these guys are useful idiots. Tons of them are just malicious and brainwashed. But the reality exists nonetheless. And I honestly want this to become a mainstream topic in America. We need the Red Times back.
What's the Red Times?
You remember McCarthy?
No. How old are you?
I'm 23 years old. But I'm learned. I'm wise and learned.
What time? Okay, so what year was he popping?
McCarthy was popping probably in the 40s or something. Or maybe not the 40s. Yeah, maybe like the 40s.
No, Croc.
He was, what was it?
Oh, I don't know who he is, no.
No, okay, so yeah, he was a politician. He was a Garvey MacArthur or something like that. And the liberal media labeled it the Red Scare. They said that basically he was running around all the institutions saying there were communists everywhere, and it was bullshit. And really, it's just he was so afraid of communists because the Cold War had just ended. But the reality is, if you look into the Frankfurt School, we might need to blur that out because that might get us demonetized.
Okay.
But if you look into these different things, you'll see that, yes, the communist organizations were alive and well. They did infiltrate America, and we're seeing the outcome of it now. And there's great thinkers like James Lindsay, shout out James Lindsay, shout out Tim Cast. He was just on Tim Cast. He explains this so eloquently, which is the deeper ideologies that are under the surface of all these movements. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
It's really communistic in nature.
Man, yo, listen, but let's.
I forgot. You brought up the P boys earlier.
Proud Boys. Yeah.
And I wanted to, and that reminded me. Did you hear about Gavin McInnes getting arrested?
Really?
On his live stream? Yeah.
For what?
We don't know yet. Gavin McInnes, he was the original founder of Proud Boys.
Yeah. But it's
Mad.
weird, right? Because Gavin is from Canada.
He's from Canada. He immigrated to America.
It's just weird, right? Because how how this Canadian guy just came here and started off the right? Because again, one, how did racism creep into his blood? He's from Canada.
So you're saying he's racist?
Gavin?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. You don't think so?
I haven't seen any indication.
What?
I've never seen any indication. I mean, what exactly made him racist?
Yo, well, first off, right, he got exposed here. I can just Google it real quick. And he got exposed a while back, man, for for saying some wild, some wild racist shit.
Well, he is married to an Indian woman, if that helps. I mean, I feel like if you're married to an Indian woman, you got Indian kids, you're at least not full on racist. You're at least not full on, right?
Wait, let's Google this real quick.
Okay.
Because I'm. All right, Gavin McInnes exposed. All right, let's see it.
From my understanding, he was considered racist because he started the Proud Boys. That's my understanding.
But hold on. Listen. Listen, you might be right. You might be right. I might be, listen.
I mean, he talks against the establishment. He was good friends with Andrew Breitbart.
Well, hold up now, bro. There's a recorded video where he put 10 things I hate about the
Jays.
Yes.
That was a comedy video. It was satirical. I remember when that came out. It was satire.
You sure?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
We're
so soft nowadays. Man.
It was satire.
It was satire. If you watch the video, you would even know it's clearly a joke. From the way he's even saying it. I'm pretty sure it was backwards. He was saying the things he hated were all good things about the Jays. It was some twist with his obvious way of comedy that you could tell.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I stand corrected.
But I'm not saying he's all good.
Proud Boys is racist though. And him,
I'm not gonna defend. I'm not a P boy. I'm not gonna defend shit. You know what I mean? But all I'm saying is they did have a half black, half Puerto Rican leader. Ricardo, what's his name?
Listen, shout out to my boy DJ Red Pill, right? Because he's the first one that kind of put me onto the Proud Boys. They have been pretty inclusive.
Mad inclusive.
I've seen that, right?
Multiple interracial relationships within the organization.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah. There was there was some dude. Sorry, no. So DJ Red Pill had this live stream and he interviewed this girl, who was talking about she had a grand old time with the Proud Boys. They was very, hospitable, but she was a mixed race girl, right? So again, they've been real. Listen. Do the Proud Boys just need a good publicist?
I think it's too far gone.
Have they been unfairly branded though as racist?
Partially, for sure.
You think so?
I think so because I was very politically aware at the time when they were very active, which was when Antifa was very active and other groups like Antifa. And they kind of were a balancing force against Antifa. So they would go to conservative events. Like, for example, Ben Shapiro's playing somewhere. Mm-hmm. Normally, Antifa shows up, they shut it down. Mm-hmm. They pepper spray, they firebomb, they terrorize. But the PBs started showing up and fighting back. And basically that gained them the ire of the liberal media. And so the liberal media would constantly report on them unaccurately. They would like, for example, if Antifa threw a bottle, like there was one situation, Antifa threw a bottle, cracked some dude in the head, and then Proud Boys rush in, knock them all out. They don't show Antifa throwing the bottle. Mm-hmm. They don't show Antifa telling the cops. They don't they're like talking shit to the cops, but they show the Proud Boys going in and knocking them out. So those kind of misrepresentations, I was aware of a lot of things like that happening.
Uh-huh. Wait.
And this is not a defense of the PBs. I'm just saying I know the way the media works, and it's definitely not fair to anyone on that side of the political spectrum.
Yo, you've been really careful, like, of people not branding you in like a certain category now.
Absolutely, because
are you like have the public, I guess, comments or pressure gotten to you?
Not necessarily. My eyes are open. I'm aware of what's going on. Like, yo, things are escalating very fast, and soon, like, free speech is not going to be available. You know,
because of H3 and the rest of them. Well, sorry, not because of them, but you know
they are adding to it for sure.
Yeah, they're supporting like anti-free speech.
Absolutely.
And people like that, to me, deserve to be locked up and, thrown away, right? I won't say stoned, but thrown away. You feel me? But, let's move on to some.
Sure.
To some. So, have you seen King Von's sister?
No. What happened with King? I was listening to took her to the O or something like that earlier today. Shit was going hard, bro.
Yeah. So, a King Von guy's sister called Kayla B.
Okay, Kayla B.
And she was asked on Say Cheese, would you date a man who has an honest job? And she said, no, I love fast money. So then he asked her, would you date a man who makes $80,000? And she said no.
What? Really?
No. Now, from your point of view, first off, do you think that a female saying she wouldn't date a dude working 9 to 5, how do you view that? Do you just like view them as outright brain dead, stupid, greedy, hypergamous? Is that how you view them, or do you understand why they wouldn't date a guy working 9 to 5?
I have a nuanced kind of view of this.
Yeah.
For one, I think those kind of women have to exist. They have to exist.
Why?
Because, for example, the kind of guy that I'm going to be, I would probably prefer my women to not work, right? So, like, if I just want my girls around, then obviously it's got to be a girl who's cool and actually enjoys not working and wants to be around a baller like me.
Yeah.
So I get that a subsect of the female population has to exist that is like that, but also...
But that's different though, Croc, because, a girl can stay home while a guy working a 9 to 5 job can go out and work and still come home, right? So, like,
That's a good point. I remember. Yeah, that's true, actually.
Yeah, right. So, like, you don't have to be a quote-unquote NBA player to have a girl stay home while you pay the bills.
That is true.
Now, here's my take regarding this, man. First off, women got lofty expectations in 2022. A female like Kayla B, she's not that pretty. She's not that cute.
Yo, you don't need any more ops, Flacco. That's all I'm saying.
She's not. She's not that cute. So in fact, it's away from Kayla B.
Okay.
Let's just speak on the general thoughtastical mindset going on in 2022.
Yeah.
Where the thotties, they believe that they're too good for the working class man. They think they're too good for men who are like their fathers. Right? Their fathers worked a 9 to 5 job, worked probably 12, 16 hours a day for 30, 40 years and retired. And these bros think they're too good for men like their father. Men like their father wouldn't stand a chance with them now, right? And here's why that's played out. One, you have average-looking women now saying, now listen, I understand women like that always existed. But 60 years ago, 70 years ago, those women were usually the upper echelon of women.
Sure.
Those women were Marilyn Monroe's. Those women were women who were outright tens, right? Who probably had, upper echelon lifestyles on their own already, who will only date men in that caliber. You could always understand that, right? Because that's the dating ecosystem, right? Women who are at the top usually only date men who are at the top.
Right.
That's the dating ecosystem. However, there was always women at the middle, bottom, who will date men at the middle and bottom.
Right.
Right now in 2022, though, the dating ecosystem is all effed up because now women at the bottom and the middle, who usually was dating the 9-to-5 guy, right? The co-worker, the construction worker. They were the one giving up the punani to them because that's what they deserve.
Sure.
If you are a 5, you don't deserve a guy making high 6 figures. You deserve a construction worker.
But you see, implicitly what you're kind of saying there, and honestly I think the women agree, is that their looks, their biology is what determines what status of male they deserve to have.
It does, though.
And the chicks kind of think the same thing. They think that, like, I'm bad, so I deserve a baller. I deserve this guy, a guy who's doing this, that, and that.
It's delusional. Now, when I say tens, there's really only about, I'll be real with you. There's really only about 1,000 tens on Earth right now.
Get out of here. 1,000 tens on Earth?
Well, sorry, in the U.S.
In the U.S. There's almost 400 million people in the U.S.
There's probably only 1,000 tens in terms of women.
Okay.
1,000.
So that's your scale.
And usually women who are tens,
yeah,
they monetize their looks. They're out here acting, modeling, musicians. They're tens. You're not finding a 10 in the projects of, East Baltimore. That's not happening. That's out. Right?
I mean, you might.
But what we're starting to see right now is average women.
Yeah.
Again, they're probably cute for the projects. They're cute for the hood niggas. They're cute for the drug dealers. They're cute for average guys like ourselves, but they're not tens.
Sure.
Now those women are saying they're too good for the average guy. And to me, that's effed up, right? Because again, women like Kayla B, she's from Chicago, man. She was getting her back broken, slutted out by all type of dusty hood niggas in Chicago. I can almost guarantee it. She was getting smutted out by probably every dope boy in Chicago. Now she got some type of clout, and now she's saying she too good for the working man. But you was getting out here smutted out by dudes who flip Reggie. Come on, man.
Well, see, the hard part about this, Flacco, is because I feel like at times I shared a lot of that mentality for a long time. But I felt at a certain point I was shouting into the wind. Because the reality is these women with these unrealistic standards, they're still getting banged out, bro. Someone's smashing them. They
banged
are
up and
still,
wifed up.
And that's the problem, right? So long term, we need to talk about how this is going to affect our society. And where is these unhappy women, these leftover women, where are they going to turn when their decisions come to bite them in the ass? Because their entire life, they were too good for every male of their similar standing. And so they got their back broken by ballers. But ballers have thousands of bitches that want to get their back broken by him. So he's not cuffing you. And so when you get to your inevitable age, where no one wants that anymore, then what are you going to do? And how is society going to be affected? Personally, my biggest fear is that these women will turn to the one and only thing they've always turned to. Daddy government. When men don't want to deal with their shit, they're going to say, government, make them deal with our shit. Go take their money. Go take their stuff. That's one of my biggest fears. And personally, I think it's also an effect of technology and the current times. I mean, before, the baddest women only had, the coolest guys in that town, the coolest guys in that city, maybe the state. Now they have the entire world. Any guy from anywhere who has any bit of something now is directly competing with the dude next door. You know what I mean? And women are naturally more valuable than dudes because women, like dudes want to smash women. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think a part of it is inevitable. It's hard to stop at this point because society's not moral. Religion is on a downturn, huge, in a big way. So you've got a lot of the moral tenets that used to hold these things back, right? Chastity used to be a good thing. Promiscuity used to be bad. Now, if it's up and it's up, wet pussy, this, that, and the other, you know, so
nah, yo,
I don't really know where we can go from here other than to brace for the future of lost men.
Nah, yo, and
Lost
the cycle
children.
the cycle is dangerous. And here's why the cycle is dangerous, man. You see, the Institute of Family Studies did this brilliant thing. So they discussed how women with, I believe, 5 or 10 plus bodies, their divorce rate is almost like through the roof, man, right?
Wow.
Like, you have an 80% chance, right? Well, no, sorry. You have an 80% more chance, more likely. If you have 5 or 10 more bodies, you as a woman, again, if you got slutted out by 10 or more guys, your chance of getting divorced is 80+%. Opposed to somebody who have 0 or 1 bodies. So here's the dangerous cycle. The dangerous cycle is this. They turn 18, turn 19, start looking on Instagram. They start thinking, well, first off, they're average, but they start going after a certain lifestyle. And that leads to them like losing all self-discipline and self-respect when it comes to dealing with the ballers, right? They get passed around by all type of, quote-unquote, 6-figure guys.
Yeah.
Sorry, high 6 figures, right? Because 100K ain't ish. We all make 100K. That ain't ish, right? But high 6 figures. They get passed around by these high 6-figure guys, get slutted out, and then by the time they're willing to settle down now with a nice guy, with a guy who works a quote-unquote 9 to 5, or they now have 10 or more bodies. They've now already pair bonded with ballers, with celebrities. And here's why pair bonding is dangerous, because you've now pair bonded with a lot of other guys. So even though you're with your 9 to 5 guy, you will always crave that. And that's what leads to the divorce rate. And that's why the divorce rate among promiscuous women are so high. A lot of pair bondings, but you will more than likely have a high body count if you're getting passed around chasing a certain lifestyle by these ballers, right? Again, it's no coincidence that the marriage rates have continued to go down. Like, for example, in the 1960s, bro, right? The 1960s, only about 27% of men were not married, right? No, sorry, it was like 27% of females, right, were not married. In 2022, that number has surpassed 51%.
Wow.
Again,
that's so bad, man.
Again, bro, that's no coincidence, though, at all.
So bad.
Why? Because, again, bro, it's no coincidence. Why? Because women are being promiscuous early, chasing a lifestyle. Once you rack up 10 or more bodies, you want to settle down with a nice guy. But because you already been promiscuous and pair bonded, is a freaking disaster.
Right.
Man, listen, we're getting up on the hour and 15-minute mark.
Okay.
Depressing
topics sometimes, but
it's
the real. This is what's happening.
Man, listen, man. Pop topics or trending topics that we don't care about. Let's talk about it.
I've got a couple too.
Huh?
I've got a couple too.
Oh, start.
I don't know if you saw this.
Okay.
Sam Hyde calling out Hassan Piker.
I don't know who none of those guys are.
That was so. Sam Hyde's a kind of like an alternative comedian. He had a big show on Comedy Central
okay.
a while ago. It got canceled. He's more of an edgy kind of guy. A lot of sarcastic humor and a lot of satirical stuff. And Hassan Piker, you know Hassan.
Yes.
the most famous leftist,
Yeah.
one of them. And Hassan just won Sam Hyde had just won a boxing match.
Really?
Yeah, apparently on DAZN or something like that.
Okay.
And he called out Hassan as his next opponent, and it was pretty gnarly.
Hassan's not gonna fight him.
Oh no, Hassan's pussy, bro.
Absolutely. Yo, listen.
That big ass nigga pussy, bro. Let's be honest.
Absolutely not. Yo, listen though, but I feel like that's expected though. But I feel like the days that we will probably have to fear is when the left starts getting muscular, buff, workout warriors. When they start getting jacked up and ripped, when they start turning into fighters, that's when you have to get worried, right? Cause now we can go to bed comfortable because we know that people who are quote unquote, based or who are out of the matrix, we are almost confident that if a civil war happens, we would defeat.
We'd smoke them.
We will smoke the left.
Right.
Smoke them. If a civil war happened. But here's the thing, though. If they start training, going to gun classes, because, again, they're scared of guns. But when they start getting beefed up and buffed up, they'll be a scary sight. You feel me, right? So, yeah.
Most definitely.
Man. So, what else?
Oh, and then a little splash of positivity,
Okay.
I guess. The She-Hulk movie apparently came out.
Megan Thee Stallion is in it, so I hate it.
Is she actually in it?
She says she now has a part, yes.
Oh wow, I've never seen it, but I just saw I saw some of the marketing, and I saw some people commentating on it. Apparently, it's a little woke.
Really?
You know what I mean? Yeah, a little female empowerment type shit.
Croc, jail has changed you, man. Croc is now out here trying to watch woke movies with Megan Thee Stallion in it. What's going on, Croc?
Nah, honestly, I just had a conspiracy theory, sort of, that really it's maybe not even about the woke thing.
Okay.
Maybe you've got these executives, they see, okay, this is our movie. It's pretty fucking shitty. It's a shitty movie. Okay. We know it's shitty. It's probably not going to do well. Okay. How do we get a guaranteed audience to show up and support this movie? Bring it to the culture war. Bring it into this highly hostile environment where half of the audience is going to immediately support it with no question and look at it as if it's a work of art.
It's progressive, which is stupid.
Progressive. Or the other side, and then the other side who will just hate on it and call it woke bullshit.
Yo.
And so maybe they're securing an audience, and it's actually like a fucking marketing play. You know what I mean?
I never understood trying to force the female superheroes on us. Because females are not superheroes. Am I lying?
They're not? Yeah.
Bro, listen. I'm talking about the real superheroes, like the real ones.
In real life?
No, like in the movies.
Okay.
Again, like Wonder Woman. Come on, bro. Come on, man. F out of here, man. F out of here, bro. Right?
I like Wonder Woman. I personally love Wonder Woman. Man.
Because think about it, though, right? And here's why superheroes cannot be women. Superheroes cannot be women, and here's why.
You're starting to sound a little sexist, Flacco.
No, here's why. Superheroes stand for what? A symbol of heroism, right? Sure. Is a symbol of somebody who can fix it all. Somebody who is strong, valiant, brave, who can save humanity when things go to rot. Somebody who can protect humanity when things start to rock. Who protect humanity when things start rotting? The men. Who go to war and pick up those guns and shoot the ops? Men.
That is true.
Men.
That's true.
Who are the majority of police officers? Men. Who are the majority of the world leaders? Men. So
for sure.
So I think it's blasphemy. Right? It's BS to put a woman in that again.
So you shouldn't even make female superheroes, period.
No, it's inaccurate. It's inaccurate.
It's an oxymoron.
Fam, how can a woman be a superhero? What saving is she doing? Fam, how can a woman go, listen up, bro. Am I just going to be the only one that's going to stand on this limb? Be real, bro.
No, I get where you're coming from.
How can a woman be a superhero? Explain it, bro.
I mean, I think it's fiction. Right? It's not.
Can a woman play the role of Superman or Batman? Be real, bro. Be real, bro. Would you ever see a female driving around in a Batmobile fighting bad guys for humanity?
Nah, that's not happening.
Come on, man.
That's not happening.
Come on, man.
Yeah, in real life, of course, like a female would probably never do that. Right?
Listen up,
but,
bro.
Well, let's say you're a female born on Krypton, and you come to Earth, and everything is super weak, and your finger flick just breaks down buildings. Like, she probably would be a superhero because it's super easy. Like, it wouldn't be hard.
Man.
But being Batman is actually hard. Like, he's a normal human being.
Yo, if a female was a superhero, after the first guy she saves, she's gonna start calling us bitch ass niggas, man. I can guarantee you, bro. After the first guy she saves, man, come on, man, bitch ass niggas, they can't save themselves, bro. I'm telling you, man. That's a fact. Yo, listen.
Can't save themselves.
Man, come on, yo. Superman saved the world and don't complain, bro. That's his duty, yo. He loves to do it, man. A female saves one man.
That's kind of true.
It's going to be pussy power. Women, right? Women rule the world. Man, come on, bro. Again, yo, listen, man.
I love good stories. I'm a fan of stories. So if a female superhero is written well and they actually portray her like as an actual female would be, I know you're pretty much saying if they portrayed her accurately, she wouldn't exist.
Yeah. Be real, man. Now listen, if you're telling me that, yo, she's a sidekick to her husband, who's out here saving the world, again, behind every great man is a what?
Great woman, even greater woman.
Bullshit. Utter bullshit.
Come on, bro. Give him something. You got to give him something.
Croc.
We probably have like 5% females in the audience.
Croc. Let's be real here, Croc. Let's be real here, Croc.
You're beautiful queens.
Behind every great man, right? Behind every great man.
Yeah.
Is a bitch who has done a bare minimum, man. Let's be real.
I don't like the way you said
Let's
this.
Let's be real here, Croc.
Nah, that was a little bit too.
Behind every great man is a bitch who has done a bare minimum, bro.
That was.
Let's be real here, Croc. Croc.
I disavow.
Croc. Let's be real here, bro. Jeff Bezos. My nigga made $100 billion. The bitch took 40 of it, man.
Yeah,
Come on, bro.
That was wrong, bro.
Come on, man.
I still can't believe that happened.
My nigga made $100 billion. The bitch took 40 billion of it, bro. Croc, be real, man. Be real, Croc. How's that fair? Listen, for example, Dr. Dre. He already made the Chronic, right? And he already made Hall of Fame beats. The bitch took 100 million of it, man. Come on, man.
100 million?
Come on, man.
Damn.
Come on, man. Kobe, listen, bro, Kobe, again, in fact, nah.
I love women, though. I just want people to know. Like,
Me too. Women. We all love women, bro. Me too. Bro, I love women. But, like, that statement of behind every great man is a great woman, that's a BS. That's
an even greater woman. That's the quote.
Yo, but the greatest fallacy that I've ever seen was somebody was when people saying, yo, look at Obama, he got Michelle. She met this man, again, folks are saying that she took a risk on Barack Obama. She took a risk, right? Because when she met him, he was supposedly not not rich, right? Hear this out. Here is a woman's definition of taking a risk. She met him in Harvard. He was tall, dark, handsome at Harvard University. Even if he wasn't going to be a president, the Negro was going to do some great shit.
For sure.
The Negro was going to do some great stuff.
Well, it depends on what you mean by great. But yeah, I get what you're saying. He was going to be successful in some avenue, for sure.
Michelle Obama sticking and holding it down for a nigga who's at Harvard is a woman definition of holding it down. Come on, man.
Yeah, the bar's so low, huh?
Man, come on, bro. It's hypocrisy, man. Now, do you have anything else?
No, that'll be it, man. Hit me with your topics, brother.
I'll be real, man. There's the Atlanta DAs.
Are they going ham right now?
Yo, I'm going to say this, though, man. Shout out to the Atlanta DA, man. First off, she's fine as hell.
Oh, yeah?
She's fine as hell, man. Light-skinned baddie, man. She's fine as hell. She had a very profound statement. When they asked her, are you targeting rappers? And she said, no, I'm targeting criminals. And if these criminals are doing crimes and bragging about it in their lyrics, then that's dumb. And she said, wake up call. If you don't want to get arrested, don't do crime and brag about it in your lyrics or get out of my county. Listen, she's not being intimidated, yo. Now, I would say this. My prediction was wrong on the podcast. I said that Lil Baby was probably going to be next.
Oh, it wasn't. It
wasn't Lil Baby, right? It was a bunch of probably waffle-colored, melanated malefactors, right? Light-skinned niggas, a.k.a. light-skinned niggas.
We got one behind the camera, man. He was definitely offended by that.
Nah, I mean, but like...
Malefactor.
Hey, man, facts, right? Nah, I mean, but... Yo, so here's my take on this whole thing. She's absolutely right. Only among black folks. Listen, you ask them white folks, yo, how you feel about criminals? Oh, lock them up. We hate criminals. Protect the community. Them white folks take a stand against crime, bro. Listen, yo, white folks care about crime so much, bro, they call the police, for example, on you, right?
Yeah.
Just by suspecting something.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. That's true.
Them white folks calling the police just when they suspect something, bro.
Yeah.
Only Negroes, yo. Only Negroes support crime. Only Negroes will see crime and say, yo, bruh, why you snitching, man? Hey, yo, why you making it hot on niggas? But listen, hey, yo, man, let a black man eat, yo. Niggas got that mindset, bro. And that's why our hoods, our projects, our residents, and that's why it's filled with nothing but BS, right? There's outside shootings, there's crack houses, there's bandos. Our communities are piss poor, while their communities, on average, are nice as hell. Why? Because they get up the bad ones out of there, bruh. You feel me? Again, if you think that you finna move to Miss Mary Jane's block and trap out of her block and be outside loitering, nigga, you crazy, bro. She calling the police the same day you move in. Niggas? Nah, man, they ain't my business, bro. They my business, bro. You feel me? So, right, so look, it warms my heart to see.
To an extent, yeah.
Right? It warms my heart to see a DA like that taking a stand and saying, I don't give a damn about no peer pressure, no intimidation, man. Listen, I'm black, but I'm going after all these, blue, purple, white lip, burnt Negroes, right? Who are out here using their lyrics and confessing the crime. Listen, she even quoted one lyric, bro, where dudes give a tutorial, bro, talking about, yo, if I steal a car, I'm going to remove the tag, all type of stuff, man. Just confessing the crimes, yo. Yeah. You feel me? So, hey, man, hey, bro.
Yeah, I definitely don't think I've got a nuanced take on it. Personally, I feel like if your lyrics can actually incriminate you, that is just dumb. Like, you should agree with her. Like, don't put it in your lyrics. Mm-hmm. If there's not 7 degrees of separation between you and the crime and you're describing it over a beat, you did it to yourself. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I've been on the other side. Like, for example, I've been stuck up multiple times. Like,
really?
Niggas upped it on me multiple times when I was younger, and I didn't have
in California?
Yeah, in California.
Where?
In Inglewood. But guess what?
You was raised in Inglewood?
Never snitched, bro. I never snitched. They literally was telling me, get just real quick, identify him. We got the guys here, and I stay solid. I never snitched. So
wow.
A part of it is kind of like honor. A part of it is like, being from like you never grew up in the hood, did you?
Define the hood.
Did you ever grow up in a hood environment where there was any kind of gangbanging activity, any kind of shit like that?
There were gangbanging.
At your high school, for example?
There were gangbanging in like North Dakota. But
were you around it or no?
But the gangbangers usually are on the reservations with the Native Americans and shit.
Okay. Well, when you're closer to it.
No. Or there's dudes from Chicago coming and pretty much like niggifying up the place and shit, right? You feel me? So,
Niggifying.
Yeah, man.
No, but I mean, when you grow up a little closer to it, for example, I had homies that these are they're stand-up guys. They're cool, normal black men. They just so happen to gangbang. And it's like, I know I can empathize and sympathize because they're human to me. They're not just a black criminal Negro. You know what I mean? I'm like, I know what kind of people these are. And so it's nuanced.
You are a better man than me, bro. If I get stuck up, man, come on, bro. Listen, if I get stuck up at 2 p.m., bro, they'll be in jail by 3. I can almost guarantee it, my nigga. What? Man, bro, cut the foolery, man. Now, yo, listen, man. Weirdo of the week. Let's break it down.
Weirdo of the week.
Yes.
Shit. Why don't you go first? I don't have mine yet.
Weirdo of the week?
Yeah.
Well, you listen, man. H3H3. That's my weirdo of the week. In fact, yeah, bro. I will go ahead and just, and broaden my horizon. I'll go with H3H3, Elson, and KSI. Listen, it'll be pretty short. My weirdo week will be pretty short, bro. Outside of the left, the right, Democrat, Republicans, bro, I go by there's the good and then there's the bad, right? There's good and evil. And good, you are not good based on your political affiliations.
Absolutely.
You are quote-unquote good to me based on where you stand on our natural rights and on our freedom. Meaning, if you are an absolutist when it comes to natural rights, meaning if anything goes against your life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, if anything goes against those 3, you should be against it. I'm an absolutist, meaning I'm all for the KKK and anybody else who is quote-unquote racist having platforms if they want to, speak, blah, blah. But here's where, and here's where to me, though, free speech starts and ends. Mm-hmm. Free speech ends once you get into a position of calling for harm or calling to violate somebody else's natural rights, meaning you got free speech as long as your free speech do not violate somebody else's natural rights, right? So if the KKK is online calling to, kill all black folks, that's where that ends, and now you are out of here. But anything else isn't fair play. If they want to tell us how the bell curve is showing how black folks are stupider than everybody else, and hey, bro, that's on you guys, right? So when I say there's good and there's evil, meaning if you are anything against, meaning if you have any type of moderate stance, anti-stance against anything that goes against our natural rights, you are evil and you need to get out of here. So when I seen KSI, Hassan, H3H3 celebrating Andrew Tate being banned, celebrating his free speech being taken away or violated, and again, don't give me that these are private companies. Again, social media platforms like Facebook, et cetera, they have evolved to a necessity now.
100%. They're the town square.
They are a necessity now. So it's beyond just private companies. Mm-hmm. And even at that, if a private company is stifling free speech, we shouldn't say, oh, hey, a private company, bro, who cares? We should be against them. We should be up in arms trying to burn it down for violating. That's just me. So H3H3, Hassan, KSI, and everybody else who celebrated Andrew Tate getting banned, they're my weirdos of the week.
That was a great weirdo of the week, man. 100% agree.
Mm-hmm.
My weirdo of the week is going to have to be the Los Angeles County Jail.
Okay.
For being morally bankrupt.
Okay.
For having inhumane living conditions.
Okay.
For not properly feeding, hydrating, or allowing their inmates to use the restroom adequately.
Okay.
And personally, I hope that the ACLU does some work on this, releases something. I hope a lawsuit happens or some kind of civil action, because I would 100% be down to be a part of it and market it, because something's got to be done. Our people are being mistreated. And by our people, I mean all people of California, not just the blacks, not the Hispanics, not the whites, everyone who has the misfortune of being institutionalized by Los Angeles County Jail is being done a disservice. And our taxes pay for this, bro. We are the ones funding this. I've been paying good money for there to be a proper penitentiary, a proper penal system, not for it to be this slipshod abomination, you know?
Man. Hey, listen,
Weirdo of the week, Los Angeles County Jail.
I definitely agree, man. Hey, yo, listen, man. Croc, tell them where they can find us, man. Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts. Bro, everywhere you find podcasts, man, definitely listen to your audio version when you're, going to the gym, in your car ride, on your TV, man. Rock with us, all right? It's your boy, Porty Flacco.
King Croc.
Out of here.
Peace.